Well, hello. It's been quite a few months since we got the Bambi Lab A1 Mini 3D printer. Figured it was time to kind of showcase a little bit of the printer and kind of how it works and my review of the printer. I really kind of impressed with it, especially at the price margin. I think we paid around. It was on sale, but for I think $179 for the holidays. Give or take a few cents and stuff. But uh, overall, we've been really impressed with the printer. The kids have printed a bunch of different 3D items, from dragons to slinkies to fidgets, all kinds of different things to print. I think altogether we've printed about 70 different items, and I've printed anything from different types of PLA to I've also started using TPU, experimenting with that as a filament, and it actually works really well once you control some of the settings. And you have to slow down the print rate of the printer for it to print really well with that, because that's a flexible material. And so far I've been able to print some gaskets for different things and battery boxes, stuff to make things watertight, which is pretty interesting. And then I made a few badges, um, like unit badges, name badges, things like that. um, so right now I'm just going to kind of showcase the A1 Mini printer. I do have to say though that I am not being paid to do this review. I'm just doing this review as just informational for anybody that is interested in getting into 3D printing. This is a good option if you wanted to get into 3D printing without breaking your budget, because some of these printers can go up into the couple of $1,000s. But just starting out, it's kind of nice to have a smaller printer where it can fit virtually anywhere and works pretty well. So here's the A1 Mini printer. We It's got the textured plate right here. Well, one of the best things I like about it is it's magnetized, so you just drop it on there and it hits about where it needs to be every time. Really easy cleanup. I've cleaned it once already with this mild soap and water. One of the first things we did is we printed a nice 3D print poop box. Kind of nice to catch all the different poops that the A1 Mini does, which any printer is going to do. It's going to have to change out filaments a lot. It's going to leave all these little scraps, and it's just nice to have a place to keep them or catch them so they don't go everywhere. And we printed this little kind of deflector per se. That was just to keep them from going against the wall over here and getting all on the floor. And it's worked out nicely so far. And since then we've printed. The A1 Mini comes with a bunch of tools, different lubricants, things of that nature, just maintenance supplies and stuff like that. So we've printed these toolboxes to help keep those stored and nice and neat. And then I bought a bunch of extra replacement parts, because knowing how much things are going to get used. So I was able to print this box as well, and it is, get out of the shadow a little bit, but it is able to store a lot more of the lubricants, the different size hot ends and nozzles and different things, depending on what you're printing. And it's got a second layer down here to store more stuff. So it's actually nice to have this, keep things organized. And we still use just the standard spool holder in the back. We don't have the AMS yet. Contemplating on getting it, but not really had a need for it yet. I did print a handle for it because they don't come with a carrying handle. It's nice to, you just remove this, there's a plate that's right here, a plastic plate with these 3 screws in it, and then there's a 4th one here, but you just remove it, you put it up, take that plate off, and this is 3D printed and designed to fit exactly where that is, and it gives you a carrying handle to carry it. Makes it a little bit easier to carry the 3D printer around. One thing you have to remember to do monthly, if not sooner, is you got to lubricate all these little moving points. This is the rail where the 3D print nozzle runs across this all the time, and then down here, these rails on this side, you always got to keep those lubricated because this slides back and forth, and it just, you got to keep things lubricated so things move freely and it doesn't impede your print quality. Overall, I mean, this is sitting in my garage on my workbench right now. Does not take up a lot of space. I mean, you think about, it's about as wide as a piece of paper this way, and if you take this peat box out of it, it's about as wide as a 11-inch piece of paper this way. So I mean, it would fit perfectly on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper if you just take all the boxes and stuff out of it. It stands maybe, I think, somewhere around 18 inches tall overall. Really does not take up a lot of space. It is nice. One thing we learned is some of the filaments, especially PLA, have a little bit of a smell to them. It's supposed to be indoor friendly to use indoors, but just to alleviate the smell in the house, we actually do a lot of our printing just mostly in the garage. It's well ventilated, and I can heat it up, keep it warm if I need to, just to keep it warm in here for better printing. But I overall, I would recommend getting this printer for anyone that's looking into getting 3D printing. I mean, I've printed a bunch of things from dragons that the kids wanted. We've experimented with printing a 3D slinky. I've printed some household usable racks in the house for organization. It's really, it's kind of interesting because the software allows you can create your own stuff, or there are tons and tons and tons. I mean, it's kind of unlimited on how many people have already created things. You can't sell their items or make a profit on them, which is fine. I'm not looking to make a profit on items that somebody else has made, but it is nice that you can search something that you're looking for to fit your need that somebody else may have already created, or variations of that, and you can actually pull it up and look at it yourself. So it is kind of nice that way, that you can actually do that. So it makes it easier when you don't have to reinvent the wheel. But there are 3D printing softwares out there where it allows you to create your own items if need be. If you want to do that and learn 3D design, essentially, it is interesting. I'm still learning it. I'm about as novice as you can say, but Bambi Labs does have some things that you can do to, like creating a statue from a straight Polaroid picture of one shot of one person. It can create a pretty representative 3D statue of that from that photo, which is kind of cool. So I mean, the sky's the limit. So I would recommend the Bambi Labs A1 mini printer. It's not a bad printer for the price market. It's not going to break the bank, and it it's been very useful for us. I'm looking at printing more organizational things to organize the garage a little bit better. I've printed things for laptop stands for work to raise your laptop up a little bit. So the sky's the limit as far as if you can imagine it or search it, it's probably already created, or you can create it yourself if not, and come up with a design and 3D print it. So for this time, I'll sign off and hope you all have a good day. Bye.